Okay, this lesson for the Koine project class, I seek to demonstrate in a very brief amount of time why it's impossible for a child of God to fall from grace. Galatians 5:4. Let's just go to the lesson. This is aorist, passive, indicative, second person plural. You all are idled down. This word kata is down, that preposition. You see ergo in here. Ergo has an alpha privative as well. We've talked about that. Away from the Christ. This is the Greek term Messiah. Remember that. Remember, this is written to Gentile churches. These are Judaizers coming in, which this relative pronoun, but it's also a post-positive article which gives some definitive to it. Also, this word here is, it's a relative pronoun, but one thing about it, it can speak of some or any person, a kind of person, and in this case, which kind of men, which kind of men, and this is present middle indicative, are justifying yourselves. There we go. Justifying yourselves in law. And notice it's any kind of law. I'll just write that in here very carefully. Any kind of law. Sometimes you hear people say, well, that was with Mosaic law, and then they fabricate some law. But notice what we have, questions to ask. You all are idled down, passive voice. What's the agency? Well, by justifying yourselves. You all, it says, you all are justifying yourselves. Middle voice, participate in the results of their own actions in law. So those who are in the process, notice process, by this process of justifying yourselves, you all are idled down away from Christ. Now, what we have here is these are the deceivers, and they are not the deceived. Remember, Paul was not telling believers that they were bewitching others. He said, you are bewitched, and who all bewitched you? These are the what we'd call the false teachers who, but notice we've got the grammar here, we've got the kind of men here, we got the process here. So by this process, they've idled down. They're going the law way, and this is the grace way, not only in the fact that we are fathered through the gospel of the grace of God. We're justified by His grace, and we're saved by His grace. It's all grace. And here in this text particularly, he goes ahead and says, you all, notice here, X out from, you all are fallen out from. Notice that it's like a falling out from the grace. Very specific, by the way. Even as we would say, personification, this unmerited favor. So these people are here to deceive the Gentiles in these predominantly Gentile churches, and they're bringing this mixed work message where they're wanting to deceive them and use Messiah as their introduction, and then add, in the feature of the law, they're adding is circumcision, which is a tool of proselyting. And so this is the text referring to the false teachers, and you can see that and prove it, that this is referring to the deceivers, not the ones who are deceived. So yes, in less than 5 minutes, we've proven irrefutably that a child of God it's impossible to fall from the grace of God. So have a blessed day.